And we are live. We are back with OSC 2021 Super Series mid-season playoffs, Battle of the Americas Qualifier. I'm, of course, Light_VIP, and with me, thankfully, is my savior, El Padrino of StarCraft, of Latin American StarCraft. It is, of course, Ducklings.
Good morning. Good morning, Light. Light, I have to ask. Is the sun up?
No. The sun is not up, mates. It's dark right now. Ay. Send help.
It's okay. It's okay, Light. It's okay. Just remember, you're doing this for exposure.
I'm doing this. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Oxide ALE, we have our first competitor, our first of 4, as this is an invited, or I should say seeded tournament. We can get into the details later. We have our Peruvian, our Italian. He's red, he is Zerg, he is Ryu.
And in the upper right-hand corner of the map, we have the player that make us start late. This is the Mexican JimRising.
And we gotta point something out, mate. He's playing Zerg.
Yes, he is. I don't know, mate. Like, maybe he misses playing ZvZ maybe once in a while.
Maybe. I know he gave a reason in chat. I didn't fully was it just because of Paco Mike? Is that essentially what happened? Like,
No, the other way around. Jim was thinking of playing Protoss because of Paco Mike. Because yesterday Paco Mike beat both Ryu and JimRising in Copa Hyperion.
Right. So then why is he playing Zerg?
I'm telling you, mate. He's getting all. He misses the all days. And he plays CBC all day. So that, I don't know, mate. JimRising. What can I say? This is one of the most unpredictable players in the region.
This is true. This is very true. Oh my god, as this third gets denied. But like, I have to wonder: is this indicative of his DreamHack run? Like, is he now going to start like focusing on only one race? Stop playing Protoss against Zerg? I honestly, I hope so. Like, as a Zerg fan, I hope so. But yeah.
It is possible, mate. He has to give his all in DreamHack. Otherwise, he won't eat the rest of the year.
It's true.
Everything for that esports money.
Oh boy. But yeah, here we are. We are in now a ZvZ, and I don't know how this will go. I don't know if JimRising is practiced or not, because again, it's been a while since we've seen him in a ZvZ. A very long time.
Well, I'm gonna be honest, this start is not like particularly good for him. His third play compared to his opponent, and now he's getting GG'd.
I was about to say, his third was delayed. There were bailings on the way. He didn't have enough links. He was about to lose his queens. Okay. Is he gonna switch back to Protoss? Oh no. That was game number 1? Question mark.
That was game number 1. So it's okay. There's still plenty more of games today.
Yeah.
By the way, I don't think we have spoken the format to the audience today. So if I may.
Yeah, go ahead.
So today we do not have regular Battle of the Americas. We don't. Usually we have, a weekly tournament, NA versus LA. Everyone is here, fighting to the death for like 50 pesos or something like that. But no, today we have the Super Series Qualifier, which is OSC 3 times a year they make a super tournament, the mid-season playoffs, which is like that. Last year was 16. There was 16 player. Now it's 24 player. Double elimination brackets with like $1,600 in prizes, and 1 spot for the annual OSC championship. Okay. And several of those weekly tournaments that OSC made or sponsors, they get qualifiers, specific qualifiers directly to the event. Battle of the Americas is one of them. So at the end of the season, we reunite the 4 best players, or 4 of the best players, and we put them on a bracket, and two people today qualify.
Yes. So for those wondering, the 4 players that are featuring here are the 4 most consistent, or the 4 best highly ranked players from Battle of the Americas, our weekly tournaments. I say for the best. Obviously Cham is missing, but that's because Cham already qualified. So in a previous tournament, weekly tournament, because he plays in all the weeklies, so he's not here. And I believe Nina did not accept her spots? Question mark.
Nina is missing.
Nina's missing. Nina's MIA. She's missing. Otherwise she would be here as well. So yes, these are the next 4 players. Oh boy, and we've already seen how this series has started. Because spawning in here, currently down in this series, we waited longer than game number 1 for this man. Shaking my head. We have the Mexican Zerg player, no longer Protoss. Maybe he's regretting it. He is representing Timbers Esports, JimRising.
And here on the upper left-hand right corner of the map, we have the Peruvian Terran. The Peruvian Terran who lives in Italy. He is teamless. He is Ryu.
So that game number 1, huh?
I know, right? Like,
you know what it reminded me of? Do you remember we casted eggs the other week where he didn't make any queens and he just died? Like, oh god, it's I think it shows a little bit of just a little bit of lack of practice in a long time in this matchup. I feel. Or you know, to be fair, like he did just come back from the gym, right? Like maybe his mind isn't in StarCraft right now. He's getting into it. Maybe.
Correct. So let's see if in game number 2 he can he can set the correct mentality for this matchup.
Yeah. Oh boy. Again, what happened last game was, you know, something that is very standard. I'm sure Ryu didn't expect to kill his opponent. You know, he was just applying pressure at the third of his opponents. He had a couple of banelings on the way. Jim just was being a little bit too greedy, maybe a little bit too forgetful, droning up a little bit too much. Mate, you gotta have lings to protect your third. And we're on Romantic side, so we should be going in that direction again.
Yeah, so far the 2 players are making like the exact same build, like drone for drone basically. But now we have deviation. We have Ryu for the quick third, and JimRising is going for the bending nest.
Interesting. I feel like this may be a response to game 1 where JimRising is a little bit more scared. So he's like, I need to make sure I don't die to lings again.
Yeah. So yeah, Jim has saw Ryu's third, and he said, okay, everything's fine. I can take my third. I won't die at the moment. Yeah, everything is relaxed at the moment.
Yeah. There are slight subtle things, right? Like Ryu, he's currently a little bit more ahead in terms of, or I should say the workers, because he didn't have to make that baneling nest. He's still getting it, but it's a lot later, so he's being a lot more defensive with it. Not looking to be aggressive at all, and there we go. Those banelings are being walked in for Jim.
Yep, just a couple of defensive banelings. Jim doesn't wanna take any chances this game, apparently.
I don't blame him. And now the big question for me is going to be, okay, like Jim, he's going to get into his game. You know, how much of Zerg has he played? How much of ZvZ has he played? Are we going to see mutas again? Because that used to be what he goes for, like every single game whenever he could.
Oh, Ling Xing is managed to get in.
Yeah, they
But
sip
they
it.
see. Wait, they see nothing. Where's the? Okay, no, okay. It is Jim who's making the quick. I was confused for a minute. I was, where's the lair? No, it's Jim who's making the lair this game.
Yeah. Right now, it's more important that Ryu scouts his opponent, right? Jim, he saw that there was nothing to fear, and Jim looks like he actually. I was talking about it. He wants to go mutas. Like, there's no Roach Warren. Roach Warren is going down now, but he has all 4 gases. I'm feeling the mutas, mate.
Yeah, it smells like Metalisk here.
What do mutas smell like?
Okay, there is finish and there we go.
Yeah.
There's the Spire.
The Spire is on the way. Jim going straight for his famed mutas back in the day. I say back in the day. Last year, he was known as the Muta King. We rarely saw any of it this year. Let's see if he still got it.
I mean, that's what's happening when you stop playing Zerg, you know?
Oh boy. Like, does he still like? Yeah.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
No, I was just about to say that, you know, Jim's an old man now. Like, can he? Does
he micromute us like he used to?
Exactly, that's what I'm saying, right? Like, does he still got it? I don't know, man. Like,
oh god. Here we have these sneaky Veilings. I don't think the Veilings are going to do much. Then again, I saw Maru versus Rock a few days ago.
You saw that, huh?
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, I didn't, but everyone heard about it.
Yeah.
Oh, goodbye, Jim. He managed to delay Ryu's fort.
Yeah, so far so good by Jim. Just quickly checking Ryu's vision. He did go in, he did scout the Spire, so he does know what his opponent's going for. Interesting decision by Ryu. I've just remembered like what he likes to go for. Infestation Pit's on the way. I wouldn't be surprised if he wants to go straight into Vipers, question mark, as a response to mutas.
I don't know. Do you think Vipers at this stage of the game? I mean, I can see it more later, but so early?
Yeah, I'm just curious, just because the infestation is done. I guess infestors would be the faster option here.
Sure. If I were you, I think I would just put myself defensive. You know, he's building a lot of spores. He has quite a number of queens and building more. I'm guessing he's going to be defensive and just try to out macro Jim this game.
Yeah. I mean, he does have the faster 4th base, at least. There we go, the mutas, they confirmed themselves, even though Ryu already knew that they were coming. And when it comes to ZvZ, Ryu, he would go like Hydra, Lurker, Viper, like as often as he could. Now we see he is switching things up, and there we go, the Infestors are on the way. Unfortunately, there is no Infestor upgrade with this.
True. To be honest, I don't think he needs it necessarily. And seeing the oh, here we go, more slow bailings, but no. Oh. Okay, 4 drones. That's a little something, but maybe if those roaches were positioned a little
more forward,
a little further, a little further, so they can shoot the bailings earlier. But that's okay.
Oh my god,
oh god, he's taking the infestor.
Yeah,
one infestor down.
He's just diving on top of him.
Wow. I mean, I'm not sure if it was worth it. He killed 3 infestors, but he lost half of his Metalisk.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, infestors have a lot of value, right? Like, the more energy they have, one fungal can completely shut down an entire flock of mutas. So I agree. Like, it's hard to say whether that was worth it or not.
I love those bailings, those low bailings just walking straight into the middle lines. Someone has been watching a little bit of Korean StarCraft.
Yeah. Unfortunately. Oh god, that GSL finals was very controversial. It was
I know, right?
I don't recommend watch. It was not a good series. I don't oh god. But you know what? Bathing speed has finished for Jim. Now all the bathings are rushing into the base. Oh.
Ooh. Okay, Ryu reacts. But the bathings are very quick. How many will be killed? Oh, nice fungal on the banelings to slow them down, and the queen just picked it up. he still loses a good number of drones because another set of Bailings was closing to his fourth base and managed to connect.
Yeah, yeah, and the mutas went into the natural as well. So JimRising attacking at 3 places at once. But as you were saying, Ryu, he's just been focusing this entire time on the defense, and there it is. Hydras, Lurkers are on the way. Eventually, Vipers are going to be on the way. And yeah, we'll see if Jim can kind of break this turtling Zerg style. It can be really difficult with Lingbane Muta. Eventually, Jim will want to like go into Hive and get into Ultras, but it also feels a little bit late compared to his opponent.
True, but at the same time, he has been doing quite a lot of damage. Look, another 11 drones just killed over here. Jim is 50 drones ahead of Ryu. Which is not nothing, especially at this stage of the game.
Yeah, definitely. But oh, the Funkles! Oh, he catches no mutas! Oh god, he just needs another one. Oh, it's a little bit too late.
Yeah, he was a little bit too late. Otherwise, he could have caught all the mutalists and killed them there. But no, he only lost one, luckily. And yeah, mate. Jim is just trying to be annoying, like trying to get it for Zerlings.
Oh god. He has been trying to be annoying, but the problem is that, alright, now Ryu has all his tech. He has his Hive, he has his Lurkers, he has his Hydras. Oh, another Bathing Run by gonna try and connect, and it looks like they will connect on some of these Hydras.
Tell me, like, if you were these two players, who would you feel more comfortable being right now?
Right now, Jim is doing a really good job at just this, right? Like, the Bathing run-bys have been insane. But when it comes to the main army fights, I feel like that's where Jim is lacking a little bit. But, you know what? Ryu is missing Lurkers. Like, these Bailings are gonna connect with the Hydras.
Oh god, and here they come.
Oh god, oh god, oh god, Fungal, please! Oh!
Alright, he fungals the Bailings, so almost no Bailings connect, and Ryu still has a big army here.
Wow, I was worried because there weren't any Lurkers, and usually you have Lurkers kind of like tanks to protect your Hydras from the Bailings, but mate, there's a beautiful Fungus.
Oh no, mate, Jimmy supply block, heavily supply block.
Oh no, the Bailings are coming in again.
Nice place by Ryu. And this is yeah.
GG, mate. Mate, Ryu had less than 40 workers at the end of that game.
I mean, it does not matter how many workers you have. It's how alive you are at the end of the game.
That's true. And Jim was dead. He was he was not alive there. Like, that's the scary thing about what Jim was doing. He was like poking the bear, you know? He like kept going in with a couple of run-bys here and there, killing the workers. But at the end of the day, like, Ryu's main army was just getting stronger and stronger, and Jim's wasn't. He was still stuck on Lingbane Muta.